In example 2, we are going to go ahead and solve equations that deal with fractions that need to be distributed. So in letter A, the first thing we want to do is distribute this 4/3. So we get negative 24 equal to 4/3 times x, and 4/3 times a negative 7 is a negative 28 over 3. Now I want you to take a second and look at the calculator. And I'm going to show you how you would plug that in on your calculator. So if we plug it in, we'd have 4/3. Now your fractions are going to go in parentheses with a division sign. So 4 divided by 3, close that parenthesis, and then we're multiplying by a negative. I'm going to pick the calculator up for a second. Your negative sign is right here. That's subtraction. This sign right here is your negative sign. So we're going to hit the negative sign and then 7. When we hit enter, you see this long fraction with the decimal at it. To make that a nice fraction to use, you're going to find the math key, which is right here underneath that alpha key. So we're going to hit math. And the very first choice is to change it to a fraction. So you want that. So you're going to hit enter. It's going to say change your answer to a fraction, and that's what we want. So we're going to hit enter again, and you get a nice fraction of negative 28 over 3. Now, back to our problem. To do the order of operations backwards, we're going to have to get rid of the subtraction. So let's add 28 over 3 to both sides. And when we add 28 over 3, remember we're going to do negative 24 plus, and then in parentheses, we have 28 divided by 3, and then we're going to close that. When we hit enter, again we get that long fraction, or long decimal. We don't want that. So to change it to a nice fraction, we're going to use the math key. So right underneath that alpha key, you're going to hit math, and then you're going to hit enter twice. And we get negative 44 over 3. So we have negative 44 over 3 equal to 4/3 times x. And our last step to solving for x would be to multiply by the reciprocal. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3/4. So on our calculators, again, we're going to do open parentheses, 3 divided by 4, close that out, and we're multiplying that by a negative 44 divided by 3. So both fractions are in parentheses. When we hit enter, we get negative 11. So we know negative 11 equals x. And then you can go through the check process just like we did before. This time we're going to use the right-hand side. So in parentheses, we have 4/3 times, we're going to replace our x with negative 11 minus 7 and close that parenthesis. When we hit enter, you see that you get negative 24, which is what we wanted. Now what I'd like you to do is take a look at the try this. I want you to do that. When you're done, you can check your answer. So go ahead and pause it. If you did the try this correctly, you should get x equals 38. If you did not get that, please raise your hand and I'll come around and help you.